As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Swift out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down to defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Pistol. Here's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On play action, it's Garoppolo. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 8 yards on the carry there, and it'll wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Garoppolo. Caught on the slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Wentz.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little nowhere to go here? He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Wentz going to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Wentz's pass complete to K.J. Hamler. A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And it's 3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man here is Conklin. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wentz now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now wins. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On play action, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down now, it's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing now is Wentz.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now, Wentz again. And And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Wentz. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Runs over him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Packers.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the bootleg. He's got the tight end Furtzer right side complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4. They try the left side here with Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Wentz. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Garoppolo now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. To throw is Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Packers, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in.